Shalom, shalom, shalom. This is Brother Kadar out here working in these streets. Like to give thanks and praises and glory to the Most High, Yahuwah, Yahweh, and to the Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai, and to you all, to all the Israelites out here working, trying to fix my hat. All the Israelites out here, bringing this knowledge, this truth. I just want to stop by this morning and give honor to my brothers on the earth. Um, I want to stop. I just want to talk a little bit on the law. Seeing I tell you, I'm trying to do this on the phone. A lot of people calling the phone, and all that. Anyway, I want to talk about the law and make this quick. I see people on here talk about, be on Facebook. They post stuff about the commandments and the law. How can you keep the commandment? How can you tell somebody to keep the commandments? You can't keep them, and all this stuff. Also, see a lot of Christians keep saying the law is done away with for my black Christians. Um, all this stuff go back to the deceitfulness of Christianity and Islam, Judaism, and all the other religions that our people have been in. And then when we come to realize that, when our people come to realize that these religious sects that they've been in is false and not right, we tend to throw the Bible out the book, where just get rid of it and say, they don't believe in God. So this is what a lot of our people are coming to. They'll start following the ancestors, Kemet, and all kinds of stuff. This that our people, start to follow. So, and also the people that's in Christianity, they'll say the law is done away with. The law is done away with, and they don't realize that the Europeans that had us in slavery told us that our law is done away with because we're under their law. We're not in our land. We're not in power. So we got to abide by their rules. And that's what it's talking about. But the law of the Most High, Yah, is never done away with. Even though when we get into the new covenant or the renewed covenant, when we get back into our land, that's when we have the renewed covenant. And he's going to write the laws on our forehead, put them in our hearts, write them on our hearts. So his laws would never be done away with. So now in Matthew 5, verses I think 17 to 20, tells you, until heaven and earth pass, not one dot or one jot, one tittle of the law shall pass. Now, have heaven and earth passed? No. And so, this stuff right here, people out here saying the law is done away with, or people in the community, talking about our people, so called black people, that don't believe in the Bible, don't believe in scripture. Yes, we know the Bible been tampered with. We know all this. But when you uh, when you wake up and realize you're the true Israelites of the Bible, you start to understand the word. You'll start to understand a whole lot of more things. But when you are in Christianity, Islam, and all these different religions, you're not going to understand the Bible just point blank, because the Bible was not written to Christians. The Bible was not written to Islam. The Bible was not written to no other religion. It's written to a people of Israel. Who is that people? The so-called black man, so-called black woman that was scattered to the four corners of the earth. Luke chapter 21, verses 15 to 30. Read it for yourself. We are the true people. We are the true people of the book. This is why the curse is on us because our people broke the statute, laws, and commandments. But the people running around talking about I'm free in Jesus, they don't understand what that means at all. Christians good for saying that and have no understanding. When you when you understand that was nobody named Jesus over 2,000 years ago walking in Israel, you calling on a European Messiah and a European God. That's what you're doing in Christianity or in Islam, Allah, whatever they call it. That's what they do. Our people need to come out of that mess. And this is why we turn, when we find out this is all fake, a lot of our people become atheists. They become atheists. Shalom, shalom, brother. Nurse. Gonna drop a few lines right quick. So if we have a little break and work. So when our people in these different type of religious sects, and when they realize it's not right, if they don't wake up to realize who they are, they gonna become atheists. They can become what that Kemet stuff and posting stuff about black power and this that, but yet still they hate black women, but they love the white women. I mean, it's some sick people out here. You know, they claim to be, conscious in the mind or whatever to what's going on, and they're not. You know, it's sad. We living in a sad time when we this close, we this close, y'all, and we still got our people out here in these uh, delusional religions like Christianity and Islam. And I had somebody get mad at me not too long ago because I just showed the word. It's in Christianity. How you get mad at somebody to show you the word? And yeah, I had somebody get mad at me for just showing the word. So sad. So sad. I really don't understand, but I see. I really don't understand y'all how that could be a person that can how a person that is in the word supposed to be. If you show them the word, they get mad because they find out the Bible is not about Christians. Y'all, black people, please wake up. The Bible is not about Christians. Oh, hold on. Y'all still on here. Yeah, but so our people are stuck in all different type of religious systems. That's so causing causing our people to fall by the way. A lot of them are turning to other, they start to say, I don't believe in the Bible. Now we got a guy here teaching that the law was given to the Romans, to the Catholic Church. I mean, it's some sick stuff going on in Israel. These people recognize that they Israelites teaching this place. You know, so sad that what's going on. Sad to know what's going on in Israel. Now, get back to the law. We got to realize the reason we not operating in the law because we're not in our land. So when you hear people say, "Hey, uh, uh, the law is done away with," or stuff like that, they don't really realize or don't understand what exactly what that means when they say stuff like that. When they say the law is done away with, they don't really realize or understand exactly what that means. And it's causing our people to fall by the wayside. I just want our people that's in Christianity, that is in Islam, to please listen. Want to just take a time out, look at the Bible. You got to realize Christians only mentioned 3 times in the Bible, which they added in the original Hebrew text of the New Testament, what they call the New Testament. You will not find Christian. And it's mentioned in the Bible 3 times, and it's used as a derogatory term. Um, if you look at Acts 11 and 26, Acts 26 and 28, 1 Peter 4 verse 16, it's used as a derogatory term. 3 times it's mentioned in the Bible. The Messiah was not a Christian. He is a Hebrew Israelite. He spoke Hebrew, and his tribe is Judah. He comes from the tribe of Judah, or Yehuda in Hebrew, but Judah. That's where he comes from. Revelations 5 and verse 5. He did not come from European. He's not no Jesus Christ. He's not no European Messiah. He's not no Arab Messiah. He's not no Chinese Messiah. He is a Hebrew Israelite Messiah, or Eve Israelite Messiah. That's what he is. And people in Christianity, if you don't like it, then you don't believe in the Messiah. If you don't believe he comes from Judah, if you don't believe he's a Hebrew Israelite, you might as well go ahead and just live it up, because you doomed. And this people gets upset when they find out that he's not. Uh, yes, right. That was called Messianic, not Christian. That's right, brother. That's what we was called. You know, the apostles. It wasn't called Christians. Man, I'm going to tell you, this is so ignorant when you talk to a Christian and you prove to them that every last prophet in the Bible is an Israelite, then they get mad. Or you show them anything. Listen, brother, we got to get together and we got to bring all the rules of the Roman Catholic Church out and bring all the commandments and the rules of y'all out, and we're going to see which ones Christianity is following. They ain't following the book. They ain't following the Bible or the scrolls. They following Roman Catholic Church, and they get mad at that too. And instead of saying, you know what, if you really love the Messiah, really love Yah, who you call God, if you really love him, when you find out the truth and you read it for yourself, shouldn't that change you? Shouldn't you be like, man, I didn't know this? No, hey, against me, I was preaching in a Christian church 7 years. I found out it was a lie. I had accepted. What's the big deal? But we living in a time that you can show our people over and over again, over and over again. And guess what? They will sit up there, still want to believe, sit up there and still want to believe a lie. It's sad. It's so sad the times that we living in today. Because right around the corner, you see, I think Tail Ministry, I think Brother E, you put that up there too, but did you see that drought was going on in California? There's something going on in Colorado too, I believe. Christianity has a spell on our people. Exactly. The spell is so bad that you could show them the scripture and they still think you wrong. When they read it and they'll come up in their head, well, maybe it didn't mean, listen, they'll say, well, maybe It didn't mean that. Maybe it mean this. No, you can get them precept. You can show them. It's no scripture in the Bible that say the Hamashiach died for some Christians. There's no scripture in the Bible that say the Hamashiach. When I say the Hamashiach, I'm talking about Jesus. Because anybody's on here that is a Christian. When I say, or I'm about to say the Messiah, because I want to make sure you get this. There's no scripture in the Bible that say the Messiah died for Christians. No scripture in the Bible that say the Messiah is coming back for Christians. No scripture in the Bible that say that the Messiah or God is raising Christians up out of their grave. Not one scripture say that. Not one scripture. And then you'll find somebody in Christianity. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. All right, bring it out. Bring it out. Then they'll get mad because they ain't gonna be able to bring it out. We know that. When it's talking about the resurrection in Ezekiel chapter 37, it's talking about the resurrection of Israel. It says the two sticks, the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom, he's bringing them together and making one stick. And he's bringing them up out of the graves and resurrecting us to realize who we are too. That's what he's talking about. He's not talking about, he's saying nothing about no Christians. This whole book is about us. That's why when you go to the New Testament and you read stuff to say Gentile, they trying to deceive you with that name Gentile, because all it means is nation. So it's sad that our people is going through this now. Now our people out here want to believe in not believe in no God, they believe in some Kemet. So I have to laugh, but they'll believe in the Egyptians, but they don't believe that we the Israelites. That's the stupidest stuff I heard in my life. And I'd be like, well, prove me, or you are some type of Egyptian then, man. Of course, they ain't gonna be able to prove it. But Christianity is really messed our people up. Because once they leave there, a lot of them become atheists. A lot of them be going into all this crazy stuff and neglecting who they are. So-called black people, you are the chosen people from Israel, from Africa. Israel is in Africa. You are the chosen people. You are the people of the book. According to Deuteronomy chapter 7:6, he put us above all the nations upon the face of the earth. That's what he did. And you're going to throw that away because you want to believe in something that's not going to bring you nothing. You don't have no. We got proof that we are the true people. You out here talking about you an Egyptian, but show me that proof. When you out here say you're a Christian, show me that proof that you're a Christian. Because you believe in the Christian faith, that makes you a Christian. Man, I believe I'm going to make some money by work. Do that make me a concrete driver? Well, do it make me a concrete man? I'm going to become a concrete man. That's what I do, drive a concrete truck. So I'm a concrete man because I believe I'm going to make some money. Man, come on. What it is that Israel is a nationality. It's not a religion. Joel chapter 3, verse 1, 2, 3 tells you that, what it is. It says that he is going to plead for his people, Israel. My heritage, Israel. It's a heritage. It's not no religion. It's not made up by man. For the Most High gave us that name, Yasharal. And he gave us that name. He gave us these laws. That's why we should never neglect them. But we've been taught to. But I got to get off here. Shalom, peace. And maybe tonight I'll come back on. Shalom.